Right guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz, this is another episode of WELDERFABBER. And today, me, Frank and Ollie. You've not seen much of Ollie on the channel before because he's been working for me and my brother at DTM Fabrications, but he's slowly coming over to WELDERFABBER. Right, Paul?
Dark side.
Huh?
Dark side.
Yeah, he's more into the plant side than the structural steel side. So that is a good way of testing lads which road they want to go down basically. Old's done a lot of shutdown work on plant, haven't you, before? Yeah. He's done a lot of arcuring and welding on plant machinery, so he's going to be coming over to WELDERFABBER very shortly. So we're about to go down to Crown Aggregates or Crown Waste Management down in Nuneaton, Birmingham Way. I got a phone call last night, 7 o'clock, off Cash, the main man who owns the full site. Desperate for a couple of welders on site today. I mean, we're mad busy, but I'm having to change things all around now. Callum, you're going to have to go down to London on your own. You're all right with that? Cal's on the cam. It is 6 in the morning. You've got a couple of loader arms to weld up. Yeah, we've run through that job, haven't we? Yeah. You know what crack is with that now? Yeah. So we've got a screen box going repair that looks really worn out in a couple of pictures that I've seen. We're going to cut it apart, get some steel down south whilst we're down there, and completely rebuild it on site. Are you ready? Are you ready? I've got a bad back, so you boys are going to have to be carrying me a little bit. Yeah? I'll be delegating more on this one, but you will see on the camera. And it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and the director has rung me 3 times already. Yeah? Let's get on the road. So we've arrived on site down here in Nuneaton at Crown. There's one of Fox's wagons over there. There's quite a few Fox wagons running on and off here at the moment, and the job that we're actually doing can't go on camera. Well, some of these wagons that these men have, or should I say all the wagons that these men have, are in pristine condition, always. Pretty much like the plant itself and the yard. So out of respect for the guys that own this quarry, who I know quite well now, they don't want the job on camera, which is fair enough. If you don't want it on camera, it doesn't have to be on camera. But it is a job that might take us all day, or it might run into another day. We'll just have to see how we get on today. If we have to stay over in some digs tonight, we'll stay over in digs tonight, but we'll see how we get on. So I've just had crack with the owners, and they are happy for us to film the repair. And one of the reasons why they didn't want us to film is because they didn't want the machine looking not in tip-top condition. Now then, this machine is 9 years old, right? Look at it. It looks like it's 2 years old. Spotless. I've never known a company look after the tackle as well as these men look after it, yeah? So we're doing a screen box repair. The top deck has worn away, which you'd expect on a machine of this age. Alright, so we've got it all pretty much getting it stripped out now. That's the centre bar. There's our roll. There's our Franco. And what we're doing, we're replacing the centre bar, which runs all the way up there, and we're going to replace the top 2 tubes and these flat bars. A couple of flat bars. So basically we're cutting the top deck apart and rebuilding it. So now we've got that out, we've just got a box section being delivered into us. We're going to replace that because that is a folded section. Just turn it on its side, that all. You can't, can you, with that tube on? That is a folded section, and we'll replace that with a box section. But all I need is them centres for them pins. Them pins actually lock these meshes in with like that there, you see, and then you'll put like a little wedge in there and that holds the meshes in. So yeah, they were worried about the plant being not looking up to tip-top condition, but I said, listen, this plant is better than all plants that we've been on, isn't it? This is the nicest one that we've been on.
Very happy this morning when it's in.
Yeah, so it's quite a good job actually. So we've had the power wash going as we've been cutting, so we don't want to melt any of the meshes. You can see that one at the top there, we'll get that cut out. We'll get all these cleaned up, nice and bonny. We'll get that cut out, Frank, back, and we'll notch the box section to go inside that channel, yeah? And same at the top up there. So if you pass me that down, I'll mark the box section out.
Yeah.
We'll get a length, top to bottom now. Yeah. And then we're flying. So we're looking at we're thinking it might take 2 days, but I think if these two pull the finger out, we might get it done in the day.
Inside the channel.
Yeah, you're on the inside there, all?
Yeah.
Yeah, inside, so 3.6. 3.660, Frank. 3.670, so it'll be 50mm back into that. 3.670. I'll mark this out, yeah? So as the boys are cutting all the worn sections out, this centre beam that runs along the top deck, I'm going to use a piece of box section S355 10mm thick, and we'll drill the holes for the little bars to run through that the wedges go in, and we will also have to drill a hole on the underside for it to fit in, as I will show you shortly, and we'll also have to notch out for the tubes wherever the tubes are running along this centre beam. So we couldn't get a piece of material folded, but this, what we're doing, is a stronger outcome. You see how these little locking pins, that's why we'll cut a bigger hole for that to fit through on the opposite side. You want to be on camera?
Video.
He's my man, Mr. Singh.
Video.
How you doing, pal?
TikTok?
No, YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube. Now then, him, he does not stop. He's one serious grafter, him. I'll get the mag drill out and get this drilled. Getting on inside the box. We're getting there.
So bad, bit of clean up work now. I'm fitting it next 10.
So a little bit more than 10, Frank.
Sounds good for YouTube though, doesn't it?
We'll have to check, see if there's any cracks anywhere else as well on any of the cross members. Yeah. We'll have to get most of that out all. Because the box, oh no, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. The box section's going to sit in here. Box section's going to sit in there and the flat bar sits in there, yeah? Are you liking it?
Hey?
Are you liking it?
It's good. Like every other base when you're inside, isn't it?
Yeah. Get all them nice and bonny now, and then I'll need the centres of each tube from here. Yeah, centres of each tube, and I'll take a piece of this tube down on floor, and then I can cut the box section, and then basically we'll just allow it to sit on it, but it won't sit in at the top there. We're gonna have to weld a plate on that C section at the top. Yeah, otherwise we're just not going to get it in, you know. So I was going to do one of these at Jackson's at Fulwood, quite a bigger one than this, but they ended up buying a brand new CDE wash plant. But this is one way around it, doing it like this. There's nothing hard about it, is there? Nothing hard about it. It's just getting the welding right. Are you going to weld it all?
I will do.
You'll weld it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll go for it.
Let's see how good Ollie's welding is, yeah? Now, Frank were talking about Callum before. He didn't know how that I could listen. I could hear what he was saying. Huh?
Yeah.
It's all right, Cal. I'll tell you. So Nomi's just brought me out for dinner. I think these men off on half of Nuneaton. I'm telling you now, AAA food hall, absolutely amazing, amazing. Now then, this place is like won the Oscars of food halls, if you can call it the Oscars. That's what it is. I'll show you this little cert that they get. Yeah. Now then, these are the best pizzas around, best food around. Both years on trot. I don't think there's any other shop that's won this both years on the trot. Now then, these guys are making me our pizzas and the boys' lunch. So we thought we'd get them on cam because it is such a good gaff. Now then, Captain Jack Spanners, have you had your pizza yet off Nobby? Have you? I'm looking at him right now and I don't think you have. So anybody that comes to Nuneaton, this is a must visiting this shop, yeah? I will show you the food when we get back to site. What are you telling me?
Best shop in Nuneaton.
Look at that. That's what you call a proper pizza. And cakes and chips. So that top centre beam there, that's your main piece really, at the top of the screen box. Just made this one out of box section. Put the little half moons in to go over the tubes, as long as we've got them tube sensors correct within the screen box, although we will be fitting these two tubes last. We are going to weld the plate at the back of the screen box, which will be about here. So we can't cut that till that plate's in to give us that final measurement. You see how it's got a little bit of a bow in that, obviously because of all the notches, but that will pull down to the tubes once this is sat in the C section. Mag drilled all these holes and a hole underneath for the pin to run through. So that 10 minutes of grinding that Frank mentioned just before has now been going on for an hour. So the hours are starting to move in the day. We've got a lot of welding to yet. Where are we up to?
Last little finishing bits of grinding. To get in that channel at end and that channel at end there. Just get rest of them pieces flat out. So we're ready for weld.
So that 10 minutes, how long's that 10 minutes been?
About 15, 20, something like that.
More like an hour and a half. At least.
Yeah, the viewers won't know that.
No, they won't know that, but we don't tell fibs. Right, so this bit needs grinding out proper here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And we need, put your finger up there, Rob, where we're going to weld that plate. We're going to weld the plate there across them two toes of that C-section. so our box section can go flush against that. And our little guy, Mr. Singh's gone to find us a piece of plate.
We like Mr.
It's
Singh.
some man, isn't it?
We like Mr. Singh, don't we? It's cool, isn't it?
Oh, it's some man.
Yeah, it's cool. And then welding. How many flat bars have we got to cut?
About 4.
About 4 flat bars.
2 full lengths and then 2 little bits for it.
Right, so 3:15. We're working on? Yeah?
They're done for half past.
Be at least 6. It'll be at least 6, 7 o'clock before we leave here. Yeah?
Laughing. Proper shift, mate.
Yeah. So we're not stopping in the hotel yet. We'll get it done. Right. That's all I need to know. I'll.
Done for half past.
You got anything to say? Any more to say about Callum?
No, great, top line, top line. Best form I've ever had. Order?
That will do. So this is Mr. Singh for you. That will be perfect. Good man. So I can now cut a piece to go against the toes of that channel up there, and we'll put a piece down either side of the box section. Yeah. That'll do. Top man, thank you. So it's just getting to 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and we are miles away from being finished. But we ain't going home till this job's done. So there's only one thing for it. A bottle of water out of the fridge. Get it topped up with a bit of holy. Proper tackle. Don't forget your promo code WELDERFABBER5 for £5 off, and WELDERFABBER on all for future orders for 10% off. I'm having an energy at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I need it. Now the welding will begin. So that's our centre box section in now. Solid, fit like a glove. Like a glove around all them tubes. No problem at all. Notched into this bottom C section. And like I said, we put a flat bar at the top. And we're going to run a flat bar up this side of the box and up that side of the box into the C section at the top to get hold of it that little bit more. So this top beam now is a lot stronger than it was before. We will also be able to get a weld underneath on some of them. So now we're just going to cut some flat bars that run up here and that go over the tube. They want to be sat a little bit lower than the box section, and that to allow for a capping rubber to go over the top of them, as the mesh will sit on the rubber. These rubber panels, these here, and we've got Ollie welding in there. So I've told him to do vertical runs around all these. From one side up there to the centre, and from there to the centre. So a bit of welding to do. Now me and Frank can cut the flat bars and get them notched to go over these tubes. Get it all welded up. Job will be done. Time is ticking. So the boys on site said that they would put us up in a hotel tonight if we wanted to stay over, but no, we are going to get it done tonight and we'll get back, as we have a lot of work on at this moment in time. The job that was going to London, Callum was supposed to go to London tomorrow, that has been put back to the day after, so I might go to London with him, or I might just send him with the director and let him have a do at the loader arms on his own. It is a quite forward, straightforward welding job. Cut out, V-prep, full pen, won't weld. So we'll sit these in, Frank, mark them over the tubes, yeah. Cut them with gas, weld them up, job done.
Go for 6.
I'd say we'll be on for about 10, 11 tonight. Easy. Couple hours of welding, yeah. Huh? Yeah. Listen, your 10 minutes of grinding before turned into 2 hours.
It's 2 hours.
2 hours. That's how far out you was. Listen, when I look at something, I know exactly how long it's going to take.
Yeah,
That's what you've got to learn. Yeah? That's experience for you. That's working behind the bench putting parts on trucks. So these are the flat bars that are going to run on top of the tubes. If you see, we've marked each one at 6-10 centres where the tubes land with inside the screen box. I'll just cut these with the gas now. Frank is holding the DJI. Frank, as I cut each one, try that tube to see if it fits in, yeah? We'll just notch these ends first. I think it's time I change that, innit? Well, no, when you're cutting, it's moving up your hand. Do you know what I mean? So you want it straight. Do you know what I mean? My fault, I did that months ago. So it's trying to move up my hand now. So I'll do a radius. These will bend like the box section bent before, but obviously we can just pull them back down with a clamp and we're welding them to the tubes. Try that piece of tube in it, Frank. Just from the top, because we'll have to buff it down. Perfect, you see? It goes in all the way around. Yeah. Pull them all like that. What we'll do, Frank, we'll cut one. We'll try it in the screen box before we cut the second one, yeah? Get that, Frank? Just at the top, yeah. Want a nice tight fit, so it's good, makes it easier on the welding side. Get it fixed. Alright. Watch and learn, Frankie boy. These Harris guns are absolutely brilliant, especially with their own nozzles, and I think that's a 1NF. So you get 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, 4NF, 5NF, all for different thicknesses in material that you're cutting. Alright. Oh, and a big thanks to today's sponsor, JJ Mullins. I didn't want to wear my WELDERFABBER new jacket. Rob Mullins is a good pal of mine for those people that don't know. Oh, we switched gas off there. Right, we'll get that cleaned up and then we'll try it in the machine. So we're just getting near to 6:30 at night. We've got about an hour to go, I'd say. An hour's worth of welding. Everything's cut now and in position pretty much. We've got one flat bar to put in position over the cross member tubes. But the customer's just come over to me, Baz, and said, Baz, put your invoice in now. I'm going to pay you before you go. Right? We really appreciate what you've done for us today. We know what you like. We know you like to get paid. So put your invoice in and we will pay you before you leave site. Now that's what you want. That's what you want from your customers. Brilliant. So, you know, helping people out like we've helped these guys out today. They're helping me out by paying me early, really, aren't they? Come on, let's face it. And if these guys ever need me again, we will be here for them. Goes a long way getting paid. So I've just got a couple of Milwaukee lights out, or we've got a couple of lights on the plant itself. This is the last flat bar to go in. We've cut some little ones that need to go in on the underside on an angle like that at the top. They're cleaning up to do to send this flat bar home this way and another flat bar to go in here.
Ready for me bed.
Listen, you need to get these screw hours out of your head. Yeah?
I was at his house at 10 to 6 this morning picking him up while he was still tired.
You don't do school hours working for WELDERFABBER.
What schools are open 6 till 6?
School hours. Oh, you're not bothered about working, are you, son?
Hey.
You're not bothered about working big hours. That's why you're coming to work for WELDERFABBER full time. Proper. Good lad, him. Good welder as well. So we're not far off though, we'll be an hour and a half. And I'll get the camera out to show you it finished off. Every time I put camera on Frank, I lose subscribers. Watch the subscribers drop every time we got Frank on camera. What time is it?
8 o'clock, 2 minutes past 8.
How long do you reckon?
About, I'd say half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour.
He's getting there, he's our all. How many more runs, all?
8.
8? Is that including them 2 unders? 12. 12. Took a bit longer than we thought this, Frank, wasn't it?
It looks a lot easier this morning, didn't it? It's not been necessarily hard, has it? But
it's not been hard, it's just been a bit time consuming, yeah.
We're all grinding and...
Yeah, there was a lot of cleaning up on the tubes. But this is what we come to do, and this is why I've got such a good name when it comes to getting jobs done that need to get done. And that's why people sometimes call us, because of that. They know that we won't go until it is actually finished. So yeah, it is a bit of a long shift, and I'll tell you something now, the lads haven't moaned once. Have you? Not once. That's very unusual for you, Franco. That's because we got all wears.
Yeah.
That's because we got some new blood wears. Innit?
He's done up graft.
He's done up welding. He's done a good lad. He's done a good job today as well. So like I said, 12 more runs to do. Then we'll load the barn and we'll get on the road.
Can't keep recording me after I do one of them. That's me saying bye.
How many times did your missus text you?
Exactly where he texted me today.
She texted me about 5 times. Huh? Text me about 5 times. I'll have a little bit of banter at work, can't you? I'll have a little bit of banter. Anyway, we'll get this buttoned up and we'll show you when it's done. Is that the last weld all?
Just this side and that's it, we're done.
Last weld of the job. Be right, lads. Probably one of the best welding rigs in the UK, that van. Bella Blue. No doubt about it. The only mistake we made was only having one welder with us today. We should have had a feeder with us, or 2 feeders. That's the only mistake we made today. We could have speeded the job up a little bit more if we had 2 welders going. Instead we've just been using the little Warrior 232 settings on vertical or uphill MIG. And what a good job Ollie has done welding today. I need to look at some of them welds to know the quality that's gone into that. I'd just like to say to Frank, big thanks to Frank today, good job, yeah. All mega job today.
Thank you.
Yeah, not one moan out of any of them. Smile on the face all day. What time is it, Frank?
It was 8:30, 9 o'clock now, isn't it? Getting on, let's all up. 9 o'clock.
9 PM and we started at 6 this morning. So positive, positive, positive. That's how we work, yeah? Never moan, we get the job done. That's what it's all about. Big Joe's just landed at yard. How you doing, pal?
Alright, pal.
You alright?
Yeah.
When did you get that ejector trailer?
Last Euro auctions we got it from.
Last Euro?
Yeah, so like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. I'll tell you something, they're an handy thing them, aren't they?
Yeah, good bit of kit.
There's a lot of sites these days now don't allow you to tip and you've got to use an ejector trailer. Are you going to use this for rock or whatever?
Whatever really, whatever people need it for. It's good all rounder really.
So Joe's just come in today just to allow us to straighten the back door a little bit. It wasn't sealing quite as it should. So we just give it a little love tap with a 225 and just shut it up, Joe. Let's see if it shuts correctly now. Which it should, because we just give it a little try beforehand. So we adjusted the little locks and we give the door a little push with the bucket just to straighten it up a little bit. It will have been used for rock, this. Oh yes, bang on. Perfect. We had a good 15mm gap here before, didn't we? Yeah. At both sides. That'll do you, Big Joe. That will do you. How many wagons have you got now?
7 now.
7 tippers?
No, 6 tippers and 1 Arctic. Well, including grabbing the uploader. We've got 7, yeah.
Busy?
Busy enough, yeah, can't complain.
Hey, you got a little Cordy in office now, haven't you?
Oh yeah, she's taking on the world, trying her best.
Yeah. She's a good one though, isn't she?
Yeah, belting, yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're busy. Are your all wagons out?
Yeah, they're all out, yeah.
Yeah. We're seeing a little dip, but I wanted to slow it down a little bit, you know what I mean? Just so we don't let customers down more than anything, but it's always nice to see your pals that are busy out there, yeah?
Yeah, busy enough, can't complain.
Yeah.
Good set of lads at the moment, so that's the main job.
Is this your one Arctic?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, so anyone looking to get one of these ejector trailers, give Joe a ring, Big Joe, I'll put a link in the description. You got a website, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I always try and help my pals out, especially Big Joe. He's called Big Joe because look how big he is.
Oh, massive.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, go on, that,
Yeah.
thank you.
So if just open the door again, Joe, let's just show it back end. Now then, the reason why I think it's been pushing rock is because if you look at the ejector itself, it's got steel plates on it, can you see? If you do want to start pushing softer material, Joe, you know, like sand or anything like that, MOT, we could put a rubber seal on that for you.
Yeah.
Now you've got that gap, yeah? So if you do, and we'll put a skin in it, in floor. Obviously you've only just got it, so you might as well put it to test, haven't you?
See how it goes.
See how it goes.
All right.
Yeah. Good thing though, these. So for people that don't know, I'll just show you the ram at the front, how these trailers actually work. They are a belting thing, to be fair. You know, you go on some sites with uneven ground, these are your trailers that you want. No risk of the trailer tipping over. I'll tell you something, I bet that ram's a few quid.
Yeah. I imagine it will be.
Is this an ex-Jackson's wagon?
Ex-Jackson's, yeah, double drive tag. It's alright for landfill as well.
All the works on this.
Yeah.
All the works on this wagon, so Jackson's were part of the Fox, well they are part of the Fox group, aren't they? I remember that number plate. Right, good mum. You happy with that?
Yeah, Simon, thank you very much for that.
Alright pal, we shall see you again soon. So that's the bucket done for Williams and Williams, our friends down in Wales, Murig. Might actually deliver this back to him and fit the housing on the crusher. Do you remember that little red crusher that was in for a while? There was housing on the feeder drive that needed to be replaced. Now then, we did a quick temporary repair on that. I only expected that to last a couple of weeks. Well, it's still running now and crushing away. So it's a case, do you wait and for it to fail, or do you change it now? And I think the better option would be to change it sooner rather than later. And so I might have a visit down to Wales and fit that if we take it on one of our trailers. This trailer is done and we're waiting for it to be taken away. Because we've got our Dan's got a rake of steel coming in. So we've got these few bits in here. And we've got another 38 tons coming in, I think. 38 ton. Now then, Unboo's offloaded them and not put them on skids. Never offload steel and not put it on skids. And we shouldn't be offloading steel in front of these containers. You see how we're in front of them containers? None of that steel should be in front of them containers. They're not our containers, they are rented out to other people. So we'll be having a word with the boys in a minute. But once that trailer goes, which should be within the next hour, we can get this steel moved and put it against the wall. So I'm just waiting on a load of buckets coming in from Moorfield plant. Okay, we can leave our Frankie working away on them. Now then, within the comments, people have mentioned about employees that work for WELDERFABBER. Dean. Dean is basically doing his own thing now. He'll do a little bit for us and come in now and again and do a bit for us, but what he wanted to do was gain a little bit of experience and start working for himself. So fair play to the lad, that's what he wants to do. I will help him in every way I possibly can, as I always do with people, the best I can anyway. And what we're doing now is we are sharing men with DTM Fabrication. So this past week we've had 3 of them working for WELDERFABBER, and yes, we will share them. So if Dan's busy, then he keeps hold of them. If we need a few boys, we'll take a few men off him as and when we need them, because we've got a good team around us now. So we don't really need to take any more. It's just that one that we have problems with now and again. You know what I'm saying? He's not a bad lad though, you know what I mean? He's just got a few issues, haven't you, son? I'd say mainly the female side of things. That's what messes you up, innit?
No comment.
But he's got a good heart. His heart's in the right place, so that's all that matters. Let's have a bit of a tidy up and we'll get some buckets in. And they've just landed to collect the trailer. Well, that trailer will go for inspection and then for MOT. Just hope that back axle tracks up okay. Should do for what we've done to it. I'm pretty sure the boys will let me know if it doesn't. This is one of Miller's new drivers. Looks well, that little bucket from your rig, doesn't it? Anyway, we needed this out of the way to get this steel in that is about to land, and now we can have a re-sort out with this steel here.
Hi guys, I'm Carl, and today me and the director have set off super early this morning to come and fix these cracks on this Volvo loader. Now, you see there's cracks here. I've got cracks inside of there, and that one there. So we're going to prep them out, weld them up preheat. We're going to brace them across the top. I've cut some angle irons there just for across the, so we don't have any pull whilst we're welding. Same on that side, you see a little hairline crack there, so we'll see how far that goes down. We'll investigate and adjust the suit. There's also a few cracks on the inside here. There's that one, but we'll investigate again how far down that does actually go. Same there. I think there's the same on the outside as well. Yeah, just there. So we'll gouge them out, weld everything up. The outside of the arms are alright, it's the 2 inners. Shindo are cracked up, and we'll crack on with this job. Right, so that's that cut prepped. I'm just going to take a little bit more out of here so I've got a nice route. And then we've brought some 15mm plate with us, so I'm going to get the director to cut me some fish plates for both sides. And then we can get these bits sorted and welded. Right, so I put the run off tabs, preheated, few runs, nice route, ground bite, job done. Right, so that's this side welded up. Nice route running there, as you can see. After a bit of preheat, 7 or 8 vertical runs, we decided to use the standard SG2 MIG wire over the flux. In this particular case, this side, we're going to do the same. If you look that side with the camera director, you can see the crack better on this side here. It's not as visible on this side as your side there. So once we're going to do that, we're going to prep that, weld it the same as that, then we'll flush all the weld off, put the fish plates on that you've cut out on your director, and then once I've welded that side, I'm going to switch back over to the flux to finish off the rest of it. Right, so this is this job finished. I've just gone around and done all the cracks, put the fish plates on, they're all welded on. This is a 2012 machine with only 4,000 hours on, so it's not done a lot of work. It's in quite good nick considering, and I'm sure the director remembers the smell since we're on the wastewater and the sludge cake that this picks up. It's not the best, is it? This machine is covered in human feces, not species. So it's literally covered in you know what, which isn't the best, but luckily the fitter, Josh, has cleaned it off for us, got rid of a lot of the grease where we've been working, so that was a bonus. We're going to wrap up and hit the road, try and beat Birmingham traffic. Hey, director.
So just out in the yard with the boys from DTM. Is that black eye gone now on that? He's going to come work for WELDERFABBER soon, aren't you, son?
I am.
Full time.
It's to be a proper jumper.
Full time.
A story that I can't mention on camera, but makes me want to come and work for WELDERFABBER, doesn't it, boys?
Yeah? What's that? Have you told them a story, Al?
No, not me.
We need more skilled fabricators. We get lads coming down all the time wanting to work for us, but they're not skilled. You know, oh, Dan's a little bit annoyed at me that Ollie wants to go, but you've got to be happy in what you do, ain't you? Huh?
Cat's out of the bag now, mate. The cat's out of the bag.
You've got to be happy in what you do.
That's it.
Ollie wants to work on diggers and stuff, don't you?
Man work.
Rather than doing steel work like Tab likes his steel work. I don't know, you like plan work, Tab?
No.
No?
No, yeah, I don't like steel work.
Do you not?
I'm gonna
Yeah, honestly, plant work is, in my opinion, a lot better to do than structural steel work. The tolerances aren't there, you know what I mean? You're making a digging bucket at the end of the day, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you just got to make it strong. The welding doesn't even need to be bonny, but we can make it bonny, do you know what I mean? And only that welding you did on that screen box overnight, that was mint. So, yeah, that's what I mean why it was so good, because the position that you was led in all day, upside down, you know what I mean?
Best stuff is getting straight in, aren't you?
Yeah. And anyway, customers well happy with that. Load of steel work just coming in now, another, what, 30 tonne a tab or something?
Yeah, there's another 16 coming in.
Another 16 tonne coming in. So you can see how we've soon filled the yard up, and this is why we need more men. So if there is any men out there, skilled, local to the Preston area, we don't want people relocating to come work for us, we need local lads coming in. That's two separate jobs there, that's a job on its own, and that's a different job. Then we got our buckets and stuff over here. In fact, I need to get some materials ordered for these. Oh, who's got this bucket stuck on, folks? Oh, this is what not to do. Always pick up from top pin. I'll soon get that off there. Now. But so that's why it's left like that, because they don't have to get it off. Always pick up on that pin. Proper truck. We've just come to the end of another chapter here now with our little Franco.
Hiya.
I've just been out to Millings to pick some more edges up. They're hardened edges, HB 500. Now, Frank, these are the teeth and adapters to go with them. I'm going to let you do another one of them. That's for a 20-tonne digging bucket. How are you going to keep it straight?
We're going to tack this one to the bench. See how we get on. Yeah, well, I am. I'm taking it to the bench.
What's made you come up with that idea?
I do what I get told.
Well, did I tell you that earlier?
Yeah, you might have done it.
Forgot about that bit. So basically, what people, a lot of people, say that you shouldn't weld edges unless they're welded to the bucket. That is totally incorrect if you know how to do the job correctly. You can get one of them and put it on a turning machine, right? And you can turn it and keep turning it and keep turning it and welding it and welding it and welding it. So you're getting all the heat around the edge. But what I want you to do on this one, right? I want you to just weld one side completely, right? So it's going to bore, yeah? But I want you to weld it to the bench first. And then you're going to break all them tacks on the bench and see how much it's bent, right? And then we'll see by welding the other side how much that it's going to pull back, right? And then we'll show you guys, the audience, how to straighten it if it's not straight already. Are you up for that?
Yeah, confident.
Frank has got very, very, very many loyal subscribers now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting up there. 1,500 I've got.
I'm not.
Well, just shy
I'm not
of
talking about on Instagram. I'm talking about on YouTube.
Oh, what?
Well, look at the comments.
Yeah, I do have a little look. I do get a lot of love, to be fair. I quite enjoy it, to be honest. To get chuffedies every Saturday morning.
Doing an edge. What's the most important thing?
Preheat. Definitely the most important thing. You don't want any cracks. You want it about 250 degrees. No, 250 is a bit high in it. 220 to 150, I think.
150 to 200, really. Yeah. Just on HP 500. Depending on what material it is, depending on what heat procedure you put into it. Anyway, so I think, Frank, you should put an end on this chapter.
Yeah, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you're liking if you're seeing me on channel, and subscribing if you're liking seeing Baz more often. Yeah, make sure you're liking and subscribing, and yeah, I'll f it up again. Cheers, thanks for liking and subscribing.
No.
Hit that like button, subscribe, thanks for watching, and subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe, because it severely helps the channel. Severely is a shit word. Make sure you like, subscribe. You're gonna have to give me my script again.
We don't script. We don't script. Frank, put an end on this channel. Frank, put an end on this chapter.
Make sure you like and subscribe, because it really helps the channel, and thanks for watching every week.
We'll catch you on the next one.
We'll catch you on next one.
See you next